Good evening and good to have you with us tonight for 17 News at 5. I'm Heather Hope, in tonight for Kelsey Thomas. We begin our newscast tonight with President Obama and House Speaker John Boehner couldn't reach a fiscal cliff compromise, so now it's up to the leaders of the Senate. Senators Harry Reid and Mitch McConnell are working on a plan today and hope to bring a compromise to their fellow lawmakers tomorrow. They have until midnight Monday to avoid the so-called fiscal cliff. Brian Moore has the story from Washington. Here at home, activists living in Bakersfield's Ward 1 have cleared their first hurdle in an effort to replace their former city councilman, Rudy Salas. 2 weeks after community members met and agreed to seek a special election to elect Salas' successor, residents of the First Ward turned in their petition signatures yesterday. They need just over 1,200 valid signatures to petition the city council to hold a special election. The signatures will now be verified by the city clerk's office. For years, Bakersfield has often caught a bad rap. Some people think it's not as sophisticated as LA and that it's just a city known for its oil fields and agriculture. But good things are pointing to a Bakersfield boom. The city and parts of Kern County are topping key national lists for economic vitality. Bakersfield ranks #1 for long-term private sector job growth and #1 for annual economic growth. Though Bakersfield unemployment is still much higher than the state's at 12%, signs still point to a boom. Bakersfield police are investigating a shooting in East Bakersfield this morning. Police say 26-year-old Kenneth Kemp was driving on the 1500 block of Virginia Avenue when he was shot at multiple times. Kemp is hospitalized at Kern Medical Center. Police say the suspect vehicle is described as a white or cream-colored vehicle last seen headed on south on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Police say the shooting may be gang-related. If you have any information, call BPD at 327-7111. A new program will start next week to help find missing seniors in Kern County. It's called the Silver Alert Program. In the event someone goes missing who is over 65 and suffers from dementia or Alzheimer's disease, a Silver Alert will be issued. It's similar to the Amber Alert program used for missing or kidnapped children, except the electronic highway signs won't be used. About 30 other states already have some form of a Silver Alert program. Former President George H.W. Bush is now out of intensive care. A family spokesperson says his condition continues to improve. Bush is now in a regular hospital room at Houston's Methodist Hospital. He has been there since late November for a bronchitis-related cough. Bush was moved to intensive care last Sunday after he developed a fever. Now to the latest on the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School. A lawyer wants to sue Connecticut for $100 million on behalf of a 6-year-old survivor. Attorney Irving Pinsky says the claim is about living in a world that's safe and improving school security. This comes as a gunman forced his way into Sandy Hook Elementary School and gunned down 20 children and 6 adults, then killed himself. Pinsky says his client suffered emotional and psychological trauma and injury. New state statistics show gun sales rose in the last decade while gun injuries and deaths declined. In Kern County, gun sales went up, while gun deaths and injuries also went up from 211 in 2002 to 252 in 2011. Still to come on 17 News at 5, they were gunned down while doing their job. Today, hundreds of people paid tribute to 2 firefighters who lost their lives on Christmas Eve. This story coming up. And a powerful winter storm is packing a punch across the country. We'll take you there when 17 News at 5 continues. We're back, and a major winter storm is hammering Pennsylvania with ice, snow, and high winds. This is what Pittsburgh looks like this afternoon as people tried to dig it out before it got too deep. The western part of the state has been hit the hardest. The region west of Pittsburgh is expected to get 6 to 8 inches of snow by tomorrow morning. Now, I felt a little breeze when I was outside earlier. Let's check in with meteorologist Rob Martin with the weather.
You certainly did, Heather. We're looking at east winds right now, 8 miles per hour. Very active weather pattern the last couple of weeks, but now we're going to get to see some sun, so get ready for it.
Cool, so just a little more rain tomorrow and then we're clear.
Then we're pretty much clear for it looks like the next 7 days.
Okay, awesome. Coming up on 17 News at 5, a New Year's Day prediction. Why the Census Bureau projects the U.S. population to increase by the new year. Details when we come back. Hundreds of firefighters attended a wake today for 2 firemen who were shot and killed in the line of duty on Christmas Eve. Firefighters lined the sidewalk outside a high school in Webster, New York, where the wake was held. Authorities say the gunman was ex-convict William Spengler. They say he set his house on fire before dawn Christmas Eve and then shot at firefighters as they arrived, killing 2 and wounding 3 others before killing himself. Police say he left behind a suicide note saying he intended to destroy his neighborhood and do what he liked doing best, killing people. The U.S. population is set to hit 315 million by New Year's Day. According to the Census Bureau's projections, that's an increase of less than 1% since April of 2010, which was the last time a population snapshot was taken. The growth is at a slower pace than projected. The Census Bureau cites low birth and immigration rates as reasons for the sluggish growth. Time now for a wrap of this week's business news. Here's Bloomberg's Dina Gosofsky.
As we approach the new year, it looks like many Americans are adding finding a new job to their New Year's resolutions.
Let's turn things over to Mark now for a look at sports.
College bowl season continuing. Highlights from today's action. Plus, Condors in a tailspin right now. 8 straight losses, but can they end the year on a winning note tonight? Sports is next. And this year, 7:30 tip-off of that. Bakersfield Jam also in action as well, so busy night in Bakersfield again.
Ooh, a lot of good basketball games going on.
Yep.
All right, still to come on 17 News, it's quite the scene in Northern California as an elephant seal makes an appearance at a popular beach. We'll take you there after the break. Finally tonight, it was an unusual sight in Northern California. An elephant seal has been seen hanging around in Monterey Bay. This male elephant seal is ready for his close-up. Elephant seals are usually seen further north and further south, so this guy resting on the beach, Pacific Grove, is drawing quite a crowd. But he's not the first of his kind to be spotted in these parts. He's just the latest.
Looks like it's just a big pile of mud he's laying in. I don't know. All right. Let's take a look at the weather, and with that we're going to be seeing chances of some snow over the passes tonight. 1 to 3 inches above 3,000 feet and 4 to 6 above 5,000 feet. So if you're going to be traveling over the Grapevine, you're going to be seeing, again, chances of some slippery roads, and there is that winter weather advisory lasting. But afterwards we're going to be seeing chances of the chance of showers ending, where sunny to mostly sunny skies return by the end of the week.
Okay, thanks, Rob. Well, that'll do it for us here. We'll see you back here tonight at 11.